Hey, it's time for Cable 10 Recommends, Kathy.
Oh, okay. I didn't get one in.
This is when the Cable 10 FPB Media Services staff give you our recommendations for the month. Kathy, let's start out with Paw Zack McDonald.
Okay.
He says, my recommendation is a book called Rednecks. This historical drama tells the story of the largest labor uprising in American history, which occurred in the West Virginia coal mines from 1920 through 1921, known as the West Virginia Mine Wars. A multi-ethnic army of 10,000 coal miners clashed with mine owners, state militia, and the U.S. government to create the largest armed conflict on American soil since the Civil War. And it gave the term redneck an unexpected origin story. So this is where redneck came from.
Okay.
Rednecks is beautifully written with prose I'd liken to that of the late Cormac McCarthy.
Okay.
Zack McDonald reading books.
He brings it, man.
Yeah.
I do love a good nonfiction, though.
Yeah.
Okay, Abby Clark. She recently found a show on Netflix called Your Honor. It has 2 seasons, which she's now on. So it's been around since 2023. I think maybe I think maybe it was before that. And then it was off for a while. Because I think it was on a different channel.
Okay.
Anyway, it's gritty and suspenseful series about a judge who gets caught up in the New Orleans crime scene while trying to protect his son who accidentally killed a crime boss's son. It was like he was riding his bike or he got hit by a car or something. I've seen the first season. Starring Bryan Cranston, who is the judge. It's a great depiction of what could happen while trying to protect someone you love. The only thing that's odd is no one has a Louisiana accent. Warning. This is not a kid's show, as it depicts many of the worst parts of the NOLA underworld.
The Louisiana accent is one that I feel like sometimes it's just better to stay away from.
Try to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we've got Harvey here. He doesn't have a accent.
He doesn't. Not at all.
Yeah.
Brett's recommendation. This month, he's recommending Twisters. It's the summer blockbuster of 2024, in his opinion. He says, I think every summer should have at least one natural disaster movie and one sea creature / killer shark movie.
Oh, of course.
And while Twisters is no Sharknado, it definitely delivers on the natural disaster front. It has everything you want in a summer movie and nothing you don't. If you're able to, go see it on the biggest screen available. I've heard people say that. I haven't heard anybody say they didn't like it.
I haven't. We didn't even go to a movie this summer. And it's maybe tomorrow will be a good day because it's going to be rainy.
I think it could be a real good day.
Okay. I don't know. It's hard to take Ella to see something like Twisters because then she gets all
scared of the weather.
Freaked out about the weather.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's one I want to see. So thank you, Brett. And speaking of Sharknado, Ella has seen every Sharknado movie that they've ever made.
Has she?
And loves it.
That's funny. The good thing though about the being scared of the weather is you all have your creepy basement.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Super old creepy basement.
Yeah, that's right. You've been in there.
Yeah. Does it make you feel better? Like, are you less afraid of weather, or maybe you're not at all afraid of weather anyway? But does it make you?
We never go down in the basement.
Never. Yeah.
Yeah. Except to bring up the Christmas stuff.
Like when I have a basement, I don't worry about the weather at all.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoy having a basement.
Well, Steve is like, "Oh, we're having bad weather. Let's go sit on the porch." Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go watch it.
Yeah.
And I will say that we're down in the, downtown, kind of in the hole.
Uh-huh.
So, we don't really get really bad weather.
True.
Just because we're lower.
Yeah.
And if a tornado did ever get down in the valley,
somehow,
in the bowl, we'd all be destroyed. So that basement's not going to help us.
I hope not.
It would just...
All right. What's Harvey recommending?
He's recommending Northwoods Baseball Sleep Radio. It's a podcast series of full-length fake baseball games. There's no yelling, no loud commercials, no weird volume spikes. Fans call it Baseball Radio ASMR. It is the perfect podcast for sleeping or relaxing if you're into that kind of thing. The league is made up of fake teams in Michigan and Wisconsin, such as the Baraboo Bombers, Toma Tigers, Mainstay Eagles, Cadillac Cars, and South Haven Ravens. The games air on WSLP and are announced by Wally McCarthy. Wally strips his subject of everything but rhythm, pitches and swings, runs and outs, inning after inning. Athletes inch around the bases like light across a sundial. Time, how it's apportioned, and the inner experience of it seems to be the show's main character.
This is bizarre.
You think?
Yes, that's bizarre. I mean, I get it.
Do you get it?
I do get it. I get it.
Do you listen to stuff to go to sleep? Or do you
No.
just go to bed?
I just go to bed.
It's dark and quiet.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's crazy that you're doing full baseball games for made up teams. That's wild.
Well,
I'm not.
there's an
downing
audience
it.
for
I'm
that,
not saying,
evidently.
Yeah, there is. It's just. That's not something I'd want to listen to. Is fake baseball games, but I do get it. I totally get it. It'd be the same thing as people listen to. You could probably listen to golf, like real golf calls. But I guess but even in golf, some people get excited sometimes and yell and stuff.